You're listening to 88.1 The Edge, Des Moines Shuffle Station, Tallman Tonight on the air. Hoping everyone is enjoying your evening tonight. If you're having a little bit of trouble sleeping, you may be suffering from a problem that apparently is plaguing our nation, of which I must warn you about. Have you ever waken up in the middle of the night and just felt a bit restless and you check your phone to see what's happening? Well, many of us sometimes use phones as alarms or use phones in our bed just in case we get that important message from mom or dad about something, or from your significant other. Well, studies are showing that this could lead to something called sleep texting. Sleep texting sounds much like it does as compared to, say, sleepwalking or talking in your sleep. People who have trouble sleeping are more prone to, in the middle of the night, send text messages without them knowing it. It's much akin to drunk dialing, except more groggy than inebriated. Studies have shown that people may not even realize that they've woken up to do the texting, and are informed by their friends who have said, "What did you mean by this?" In one case, one of the ladies who was studied about sleep texting would send cryptic messages like, "Please close the door," or "Give me some water." Apparently her friends halfway across the United States weren't 100% sure what this command was about, and so they inquired more on it. This goes to show you that a good night's sleep away from technology might do you a little bit of good, if not save you from embarrassment the next morning. So for all of you out there who might be trying to get a little bit of shut-eye, do yourself a favor, move the phone away. It can save you some embarrassment. Plus, what text message will you really be getting this late? Just put it on an alarm clock. Maybe put some soothing music on halfway across. Or, even better, keep listening to Tallman Tonight, and I'll help soothe you away for the rest of the evening. But not quite yet, because we have a nice song coming up next. Party rock anthem. So get ready to get jumping. The Edge 88.1 Des Moines Shuffle Station. You're listening to The Edge 88.1 Des Moines Shuffle Station. Tallman Tonight on the air. It is coming up for the holiday season. Thanksgiving is 1 week away, and Christmas is next month. Of course, Christmas, the time when we all expect Santa to make a jolly visit down the chimney. But in Atlanta, there was someone else climbing down a chimney. Or should I say, getting stuck in the chimney. A robber in Atlanta was found by neighbors to be calling for help when he overestimated the size of his load he was stealing, and he tried to climb out of a chimney. He was calling for help because he knew he was stuck, and when the neighbors came over and asked him what he was doing in there, he said, and I quote, "I'm stupid." Yes, indeed. So when the neighbor came home, or I should say the owner of the house came home, she had no idea that there was a man in her chimney until TV crews came up and told her that someone was there. Needless to say, she probably will be hanging her stockings with a lot of care this holiday season. So there's a lesson for all of you criminals out there. If you plan on climbing down someone's chimney, make sure that you have plenty of space to both get in and out with your load. Not that I'm condoning criminal activity, because that's just not the holiday spirit. You're listening to Tallman Tonight on The Edge 88.1 Des Moines Shuffle Station. You're listening to The Edge 88.1 Des Moines Shuffle Station. Tallman Tonight on in Studio 148 here at Grandview University. Hope you're all having a wonderful evening. We're going to talk about something real quick. Wicked is in town. For those of you who do not know, is a retelling of The Wizard of Oz from the perspective of the Wicked Witch of the West. It's a very beautiful, wonderful play, but we're not going to talk about that. Some of you may think of this as the Wicked Witch of the West, and that is kind of the mentality that we have in our minds about her. But let's talk about this movie for a second. I'm pretty sure most of you have probably seen The Wizard of Oz, or at least familiar with it. Wicked Witch of the West, trying to get Dorothy, woo. But I have a different theory, that the Wicked Witch of the West is really not the villain of The Wizard of Oz. if you want to find where the true villain is, you have to look no one farther than Glinda, the Good Witch. I'll explain. You see, let's take things for a moment from the Wicked Witch's perspective. What did she want this entire movie? She didn't want to get at Dorothy. She didn't want to take over Oz. She didn't want to do any real harm to anyone, except for all she wanted was her slippers. The slippers that her sister, who had just been crushed in a house by a complete stranger, had on. That is all she wanted. She comes in the beginning of the movie and says, "Hey, those slippers, those are my sister's slippers. Give them back." And what does Glinda say? Ha ha ha, no. This person has just seen that their sister has been crushed to death, and she won't give her a pair of frickin' slippers. What is her problem? And then, of course, what does Glinda do? She sends Dorothy out. This poor, innocent little girl who has just been abducted from her home by a tornado and is now trying to figure out, what am I doing here? Oh, you have to go see the wizard. Oh, well, I better go see the wizard then. So what does she do along the way? She tries to go, with the witch popping up saying, "Can I just have the shoes back?" And they say, no, I can't. They have power in them. Glinda told me. Woohoo! Of course, we get to the wizard. What does the wizard do? Absolutely nothing. I can't do anything for you. I'm a fraud. I'm a fake. I'm a phony. And who shows up in the end? Glinda. Glinda's there at the end and says, "Oh, guess what? You had the power all along. Ha 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 ha. You just killed the Wicked Witch of the West by throwing water on her for no reason, because you could have left home whenever you wanted to." What? To me, that makes it sound like Glinda just had an assassination on a foe via a poor little Kansas girl, because she knew that Dorothy was dumb enough to not know the difference between any of the situation. She sent a girl to kill her nemesis all because she wanted a pair of shoes. Glinda is the world's greatest movie villain. Think about it while we go to more music. You're listening to The Edge, 88.1, Des Moines Shuffle Station. You're listening to The Edge, 88.1, Des Moines Shuffle Station. Tallman Tonight on the air. James Cameron will be taking his epic Titanic into 3D. Because if any movie needs a 3D reboot, it is Titanic. Because that movie just hasn't made enough money as is. James Cameron, of course, the mind behind Avatar. The other most successful, I believe, unless I'm wrong, you guys can correct me on this, Avatar and Titanic are the top two highest grossing films of all time. Now, I'm pretty sure James Cameron is not hurting for money, nor creative ideas. Well, at least I didn't think he was suffering from creative ideas, but really? Titanic in 3D? Is that what's necessary? I mean, Avatar's had enough success as is. Disneyland's going to be adding an Avatar part to their Animal Kingdom. Because, yes, when I think Animal Kingdom and Disney, I think Avatar. You're making the biggest waste of space that you could. And now what are you going to do? You're going to waste all of my precious theater screen with 3D version of Titanic. A movie that wasn't even worth it the first time around I saw it. What? Do you really want me to see Leonardo DiCaprio thrusting Kate Winslet toward my face on the edge of that ship saying, "I'm king of the world"? Whee! I'm going to pay $12 to see that. This is probably one of the most ridiculous things I've ever heard. It's completely for the money. There's no artistic integrity to it. There's no reason that Titanic in 3D is going to enhance my experience of the story or allow me to see it all in a new way. No, it's just a way to make more money off of a movie. It is completely and utterly useless. Much like James Cameron. But, alas, I know it will make more money, and my heart will go on whether or not it gets re-released. But, in my opinion, I don't know why on earth you would ever go see this. Unless it was just to see Leonardo DiCaprio die a slow, painful, three-dimensional death. Hey, more music coming your way on The Edge, 80.1 Des Moines Shuffle Station.